Hey everybody, welcome to the 9th edition of New Comic Wednesday, also known as NCW. If you haven't been with us before, I'm your host Amber, and we chat for a few minutes every Wednesday about our newest releases. For any new releases, you can log onto our website, press comics, then releases to order, and then you can order them from Comixology if you haven't gotten them on the website, or you can get them from your local brick and mortar shop. As well, you can always see our past NCWs on our YouTube channel as we do this every week, and we have been doing this for 9 straight weeks, I guess. It's kind of crazy. 9 straight weeks of NCW. Today, we're going to be chatting about the Neverland 2021 annual, as well as the highly anticipated Man Goat and the Bunnyman issue number 2, which I just read a couple of moments ago and laughed out loud at. Before we dive in, though, I know that you guys really come here because you don't want to see me. You obviously want to hear about our newest releases, but also because you're trying to know what the Treasure Hunt Square numbers are. And today's Treasure Hunt Square is I4 and A3. Again, today's Treasure Hunt Square is I4 and A3. So you can check that out. As always, before NCW gets kicked off, I always share some fun facts about something upcoming, and today's fun facts will be about Memorial Day. So Memorial Day used to be referred to as Decoration Day, as in honoring and decorating the graves of those who have fallen. And it became a federal holiday in 1971, which is when it switched to Memorial Day. Which was always going to be on May 30th, but then they moved it to Monday because that's when flowers bloom. Raven, I'm just seeing your question. Did Dragon Clan come out yet? No, it comes out next Wednesday. So check her out next NCW for that release where I'll chat about that. The Rolling Thunder Run, which brings awareness to missing in action and prisoners of war, is an annual biker race, which is really awesome. And almost 1 million bikers in DC participate every year. And the reason we have barbecues for Memorial Day is because usually people would sit with their loved ones at a picnic, and that's how they'd celebrate the day. So today, as I mentioned before, we'll be talking about, first up, Neverland 2021 annual. So you can see, I'm going to pull up all of our covers. Today's issue will be $7.99. We have 3 different covers that we can take a look at. Cover number 1 is this super badass cover, which we technically unveiled those covers yesterday at the retailer stream because I know you guys were all there. Cover 1, super awesome. Just a quick, look at the details of Nathan Cross. He looks really great. I love this alligator in the background. I'm a big fan of cover A. Then you have cover B, the two lovely ladies. I'm loving this one. I'm loving actually both their outfits. I'm such a big outfit person, but the details on the top are very beautiful as always, very purpley. And then the one that I know you guys will always love is all of Sun's covers, which is cover C. 3 fantastic covers for this issue. So we'll dive right in to talk about what the synopsis is, and I'll post the web store link in the comments in case you guys are trying to buy directly from the web store. Neverland is a realm filled with terror and gripping action and adventure, whether it is vicious pirate battles in flying ships or whole islands filled with giant man-eating killer crocs. I love these written up synopsis. I don't know if Dave always writes them up or it's kind of a mesh between everybody, but this one's really funny. One person, Nathan Cross, as we all know, knows these horrors too well because obviously he's seen some stuff. Haunted since childhood by this cursed land, he had thought to have escaped its nightmares, but now, back in the place he never wanted to see again, he is searching for a way to save someone he cares about. Will he be able to hang on to hope or even the last shred of his humanity, or will this world finish what it started so many years ago? Don't miss the next oversized Neverland epic, which will be 64 pages long. Very awesome story. A lot of action I was really dropped in and introduced to Nathan Cross, like a couple of, I read a few issues back, and he's always has to be like put through the ringer. I don't know why people are doing this to him. He's faced some serious challenges out there. But if I could describe this story in 5 words, it would obviously be action and more action. And then a giant crocodile, which I love, which we've seen again on cover A. And I don't know, he just really has to face a lot of what's going on. And by him returning to this area, it's, I'd say, traumatizing for him. So that was our first book, Neverland 2021 Annual. Again, it's $7.99. You can get it in the web store. I posted the link before. And now we will switch to our second release, which we will have a special guest, which I know you guys are all here for, which will be somebody who is unnamed until the time comes. But today's second part 2 release issue is for Man Goat and the Bunnyman. I'm going to show you cover A so you guys can see it and also update my banner. It's $5.99 in the web store. There's only 2 covers. Cover A, you probably recognize because we put it on our notebooks, which we've sold in the past, as well as I believe we're going to eventually, it's on our coasters, maybe on a print in the future. But this is cover A. Man Goat coming at you, and like Bunnyman, like I know he's swinging, but it looks like he's playing baseball, which is so cute. I love cover A, but I love, and I know you guys are going to go crazy for cover B. Woo! Look at cover B. Bunnyman is GTG right here. So again, I'll post the link in the web store so you guys can check it out if in case you were looking to buy through here. And we'll read the synopsis. So obviously you had to read issue number 1 to know what's going on, but Bunnyman and Man Goat are cryptids that are kind of known, but not really known by the rest of the world. They're on the National Inquisitive, and they're just out here saving the world, and we don't even know it, right? They're friends. We met some other cryptids in the last issue, and we kind of left off where Bunnyman was going to have a date. And in issue 2, you will get to see what happens on his date, which I was very excited to see. And if I could describe that in 1 word, I would give away a huge plot point of the story. So I can't do that. But, just know when you read that line, you'll probably laugh out loud. But for the synopsis, the stakes are raised as Phil and Floyd find themselves up against a mysterious cult whose members are taking and killing summer vacationers. These poor people out here just trying to live their lives, trying to tan, and people are getting murdered for it. Plus, we had COVID. Ridiculous. All the while, after months of searching, a group of obsessed monster hunters has finally tracked the cryptid roomies down. And these hunters are out for blood. Will Phil and Floyd be able to stay alive long enough to save the day once again? Or will this be the end of the road for Man Goat and the Bunnyman? Spoilers, there is an issue 3, so I'm guessing it's not the end of the road. But, be sure that you pick up the series that puts to shame the other books in your freaking comic pile. Do it, pick it up. I bet Ralph wrote that. Maybe Dave. Could be Ralph, though. I went through the covers before, 2 great covers. But as promised, we will be pulling up another interview from somebody who refers to themselves as Billy Goldman. So I have Ralph in the backstage. He's going to pull on the interview that he had brought up prior.
It's Ralph here. I just wanted to pop on. We have a special guest who wants to talk a little bit more about Man Goat and the Bunnyman. We had a guest on a few weeks ago who was a cryptid expert who said he knew he had some insight into both Man Goat and the Bunnyman, the story, the comic book we're publishing that's based on true events. He seemed to have a few more details that he felt we needed to add to the next iteration of the comic book. Now we have another, close personal friend of Phil and Floyd, also known as Man Goat and the Bunnyman. He knows Phil really well. His name is Billy Goldman, or he's going by Billy Goldman, and he also wants to be kept his identity anonymous. So we granted him that wish. We have Amber and Chris helping set this up for us back at the studio. and making sure his identity is kept a secret. So without further ado, let me bring on Billy and see what he has to say. Hi, Billy. Thanks for joining us today.
Good afternoon, Ralph. It's good to be here. And again, I cannot thank you enough for setting up two of the best security detail agents I've ever worked in my life, Chris and Amber. I feel secure and safe, and I'm very happy and excited to talk with you today.
Of course, we only provide the best security there is, and they are the best. Billy, you claim that you know Phil and Floyd and would like to refute the evidence that Phil, aka Man Goat, is actually a demon spawn.
Well, yes, that claim is unfounded, totally erroneous, and ludicrous. He's handsome as F. Do you think a handsome guy like that would be spawned from hell? Come on.
You make a great argument there. Another thing you also wanted us to mention for some reason is that Phil is not a vegan, despite the claims.
Correct. Phil is a total meat eater. He enjoys steaks, burgers. The rarer, the better. And he loves a nice Chianti to wash it all down. Phil's not some sort of hippie.
You do know that not all vegans are hippies, correct?
Fine. But needless to say, Phil just isn't grazing for grass like a mindless sheep.
Or a goat, either. Right?
Next question.
What are your thoughts on the portrayal in this comic book series of Phil being a womanizer?
Well, Phil's got a big heart, but a tough exterior. He's not like you and I. He's a man's goat, Maybe he's a bit rough around the edges, but once you get inside, he's loyal as they come.
Yeah, but that doesn't really answer the question, right?
Phil's not just some player. Sure, women are drawn to his animal magnetism, but deep down, he's just looking for the right connection.
Fair enough. Is there anything else you want to say or plug today while you're here?
Buy this freaking book. It's about two awesome bros kicking ass, taking names. What else would you want?
I don't think you'd want anything else. You know what? Thanks so much for joining us, Phil. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. I mean, shit.
What a good interview. Wow. Really glad that Ralph got behind the scenes for that. Again, with Phil, Billy Goodman. We really respect his identity and we don't want to unveil who he is, but he is a personal close friend to Floyd and Phil, but he's not Phil. I want to clarify that. So I don't know if we guys just want to talk about the lighting on that last video. I heard that the person who did the lighting was really, really great. Had a great background in that. I'm sure you all agree, but type in the comments who you think could be, Billy Goodman. Obviously, it's someone hiding out. Could it be another cryptid that we haven't introduced? I don't know. Again, we talked about two stories as we wrap up. The first is Neverland, our 2021 annual, $7.99. We had 3 different covers, which I will run through really quickly once again. Here is cover A with the killer croc in the background. Totally badass. I love it. Cover B and cover C. So your 3 covers, you can get those in the web store, as well as we chatted about Man Goat and the Bunnyman. And in case you guys are just joining us, you might have just missed the very, very hidden and was clearly not Phil interview. Make sure you rewatch it. It's really, really great. Where he, goes on the record to talk about some of the false claims that happened in last month's interview. So if you haven't seen part 1, make sure you see Bunnyman's interview. But again, here's Man Goat and the Bunnyman, issue 2. You're going to get to see the follow-up on how Bunnyman's date went. It's $5.99. Cover A you have here, and cover B, super sexy. I love it. So if you missed the beginning of the show, I did unveil 2 of the treasure hunt squares, I-4 and A3. You can see them on the screen. I'm sure people have typed it in the comments. I'm sure you'll share, especially share with Chuck, because I'm worried about him. He didn't show up to this stream. That's so unlike Chuck. Somebody call and make sure Chuck's okay. In a quick recap, obviously, you guys saw last Thursday and through Saturday for our virtual con, which was awesome. If you haven't, please go back and watch on YouTube our Ash vs. the Evil Dead star Ray Santiago interview, as well as our Face Off Season 6 star Rashad Santiago. Both of them were really, really great. And again, congrats to all of our cosplayers that were finalists on Saturday and the top 3 who did take home our prizes. This Friday, I know that you guys are so excited for Movie Club. Up there is the graphic. Flash Gordon will be joining us, aka Sam Jones, as well as the rest of the Movie Club crew. You can see that this Friday, May 28th at 6 p.m. Eastern. 2 weeks from now, we'll be hosting another retailer live stream on Tuesday, June 8th. And it will be with Impulse Creation. So we hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much for joining us on yesterday's live stream. We got to meet Pacer, the really awesome dog, which I was super hyped about. And finally, as you know, we've talked about this a couple of times, but right now in previews is Possessive, which we are highly anticipating. Pre-orders have been going insanely great. Here's all the information, you know, again, created by the Goldbergs creator and Philly native. And we love supporting our Philly people, as everybody sure knows that we're based in Philly. Finally, make sure that you tune in every Wednesday to hear us talk about our newest releases. That's it for the 9th edition of NCW. I'm signing off where we're clearly curious who will be interviewed for the final Man Goat and the Bunnyman Part 3. I'll see you guys soon.